गुड इवनिंग फ्रेंड्स। और मैं निखिल कपूर लम्हे जिंदगी के आज के एपिसोड रिलेशनशिप पॉडकास्ट में आपके लिए एक और सवाल लेकर आया हूं। उम्मीद है आपको हर बार की तरह ये सवाल जवाबों का सिलसिला पसंद आएगा। द क्वेश्चन इज, किसी ने दोस्त ने लिखा है, sometimes my emotional attachment embarrasses my friend because I am very physical about showing my attachment, like hugging and kissing in public, which I do unintentionally. What should I do? Well, it happens, especially if you are a very emotional person. It happens because for a person who is very emotional, physical contact is a way of showing your affection, transferring your energy, and a kind of happiness you get out of it. Well, now in this case, this has got nothing to do with sexual contacts, sexual reasons. No. Physical intimacy and sexual intimacy are two different things which we'll have to understand. A lot of time when you meet someone, someone who's very close to you want to show you affection by hugging that person, by kissing that person, by holding that person, by holding that person's hand and sitting for hours. Now this has got nothing to do with you or your friend's sexual desires. But one thing you have to remember, most of the people are not used to this kind of behavior. We are born and brought up in a society जहाँ पर हमको अपनी relationships को express करने के लिए शब्दों का सहारा लेना पड़ता है, उससे आगे हमें बढ़ने नहीं दिया जाता। एंड आज की डेट में तो इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सेम सेक्स फ्रेंड्स, कई बार आपका ये एक्ट एक रॉन्ग सिग्नल देता है आपके फ्रेंड को भी और जो लोग देख रहे हैं उसको भी। सो दैट कैन बी वन ऑफ द रीजंस व्हाई यू फ्रेंड गेट एम्बैरेस्ड अबाउट ऑल दिस। वेल, नाउ since I understand that you're a very emotional person, for you to hold yourself back is not going to be an easy thing. But you'll have to accept one thing, that in any relationship, the most important thing is respecting other person's likes and dislikes. 2, see the boundaries he has made in relationship and not cross those boundaries without his or her permission. Now, it's difficult, but you know what? You'll have to get into a practice, which I have learned from my own experience. Whenever you are with someone who is very close to you, a friend who is very close to you, and you want to hug this person, just maintain a distance. Because by the time, it's like a couple of seconds, half a minute, by the time you reach close to that person, आप जैसे ही उसके पास पहुंचते हो, आपका दिमाग आपको ये बात याद दिला देता है कि आपको अपने आप को रोकना है। और ये एक बहुत खूबसूरत ट्रिक है जो आप अपना सकते हो। दूसरी चीज़, when you are talking to your friend, sit across the table. Don't sit next to the person or sit on another chair, because then there is that distance. While talking, if you get emotional and you want to hug or cuddle your friend, You know that distance, to cover up that distance is going to be very, very difficult, in the sense कि to get up from your chair and to come, immediately your mind will tell you no. I have to know my limitations. So these are two tricks, which is very important. Well, one more thing, which is very important, that you have to go and talk to your friend clearly about your feelings, what you feel, so that sometime when in over emotional state you do something which he doesn't like hugging him, cuddling him, or kissing him, he understands that what are the reasons behind. But that doesn't give you the reason to do that. It is always better that the person knows the kind of person you are. You know, there's nothing to hide in friendship, but it's very important to respect each other's individuality. Now, a lot of time what happens, you are overwhelmed. You want to go out of the way to let your friend know how much you love your friend, how much you love them. Sometimes you feel, you know, मेरे सामने हो तो मैं उसे हक करूँ. I want to tell him so many things, that he is so dear to me, that there's so much I want to do for him, that he has done so much for me. But you cannot do that, because you know emotionally when you are going to say that sitting next to him, he'll be embarrassed, because he is not the kind of person who will reply to these statements in the same tone. I'm not saying that that person doesn't care for you, or that friend of yours is not emotionally attached to you, but he has got other way of expressing his feelings. So now, in this case, whenever you want to do that, send him a small, nice text message. Write your feeling. Send him a card. Send him a small gift. You know, sometimes just sending a single flower with a card saying missing you means a lot. That's more than enough. You know, it's basically that you want those feelings जो आपके अंदर है to be released. And this is the most beautiful way. You know, I do that quite often. And you know what? When on my text notes and when on my voice messages, you know, I get a heart ka symbol, or I get a smiley, you know, that's more than enough for me. You know, I might be, or as my friend, as you are emotional, you are verbally, physically emotional and showing your feelings. But that person, by that single smiley or heart note, is responding to your feelings, because he can't do that in words. So you have to understand, two people are not at the same wavelength, but they can maintain a very good relationship and friendship, provided they understand each other well and they respect each other very well. So if you keep all these things in mind, I am honestly telling you, your friendship is going to last for ages. But yes, expectations should be crossed in any relationship, friendship, or XYZ, anything in life. Because as soon as expectations are there, you know, it starts killing the relationship. It doesn't kill you, it kills the relationship. And after that, you start sulking. Getting my point? So, expecting that someone is going to reciprocate. See, you love a person in a certain way, you love your friend in a certain way. It's not important that सामने वाला आपको उसी तरह से प्यार करता हो। उसका प्यार करने का, उसका शो करने का, सब चीज़ों का अंदाज अलग हो सकता है। सो दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द ब्यूटिफुल थिंग्स in life. So hold on. It's just small things which you have to follow to keep your friendship and your relationship going. I hope मैंने आपके दिल को कहीं ना कहीं छुआ होगा। चलो अगली शाम के इंतज़ार करते हैं, फिर मिलते हैं। और अगर आपको आज का ये टॉप अच्छा लगा हो तो प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए, फॉलो करिए और आगे फॉरवर्ड भी करिए। थैंक यू।